Hello kaiju friends and fans, Phil the Kaiju King back doing some more videos. Sorry I didn't do any Sunday, I was just resting up, chilling out. We're going to take a look at this guy real quick. This is the xplus favorite Sculptors line. Shin Godzilla, fourth form, final form in the movie. I got it off of Hobby Search. It's still available on Hobby Search, y'all. Here it is. I do have the box as well. It says on here, the favorite Sculptors line, which is based on the concept of commercializing finished garage kits made by famous sculptors, is introducing Godzilla 2016 from Shin Godzilla, sculpted by Kukururo Kobo. This time the prototype that the well-known garage kit dealer Kukuro Kubo created specifically for this model has been commercialized and pre-painted finished model with an impressive size of 28 centimeters in height to the head and 60 centimeters to the tip of the tail, because his tail goes up, man. Godzilla 2016 now in his fourth form and even larger is recreated in a powerful pose. The intricate details of the entire body has been recreated down to the last detail. Don't miss out on this opportunity. So this was a garage kit. What company released the kit? I don't know. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, let me know. I want to think it was called Black Dragon or something. I forget. Black Dragon Studio. Somebody let me know in the comment. I would appreciate it. It's a very impressive figure, though. He's very forward-leaning. The pose is dynamic. As you can see, the tail goes way up here. It's just ridiculous, the tail, which is kind of cool, actually. But it's really neat Shin Godzilla figure. I think there's some stylization in the overall figure, especially the pose and stuff, because he really didn't never pose like this in the movie that I can recall or remember. But it's a very dynamic pose in my opinion. Let's measure him up. You won't be able to see the tail tip because it's just so high. We'll do the top of the head here first, which actually, let's see, that's 10.5 right around it, 10 3/4. Now the dorsal plate's actually a little bit higher on his back there, and it's right at 11 3/4 up to the tip. It's a little bit higher on that high dorsal plate right here. The tip of the tail height, my God, 23 1/4 inches almost. Yeah, 23 1/4 to the top of the tail there. The width is about 12.5 at the feet there. That's the wide point of him. So it's definitely a big, imposing figure. I mean, 23 inches, just over 23 inches to the tip of the tippy top of the tail there. That's insane. He does come with the block tail stand you see there, and also this one, I guess, goes back here to hold the tail. But my basement is pretty cool, so I may not, I'll keep it with it, but I may not never need it because that tail seems really firm to me. Plus my basement usually stays pretty cool, so hopefully I won't have to need that really with this guy. The 2 tail stands. Yippee! Yay! We'll take a quick look at it. Sure, of course, the Shin Godzilla is, this one is the standard off of Hobby Search, of course. Here's the end of the tail. The face forming on the tail there. You can see the sections, very red and dark black on the sections of the tail. Very long tail. Shin Godzilla had that long tail, which makes sense. Looks pretty nice, I think. Nice sculpting. Very wide foot stance here on him. Big old Shin Godzilla toenails. Very charred, burnt, disgusting looking skin on him. Dark black blackish colors with the red tones in between the sections of the burn up skin. The one thing I was wondering is these little spikes right here on his hips, at the base, top of his hips, almost on his lower back. Was those on him in the movie? Because I don't remember that, but I could just be not remembering. The tail connects right here, and it's pretty solid, so I don't know if I'll need that stand. I'll keep it with it just in case. Very big fat hips, very wide stance, very forward leaning stance, dynamic pose. There's the midsection and the chest, armored chest plate, the pointy chest plate that's signature for Shin Godzilla. Hands in a side position, facing vertical with the ground. Some parts of the movie, his hands were turned up toward the sky, the palms up. There's the dorsal plates, of course, that ran small on the tail and then get big on the back. They look pretty good. Eyes are white with a black pupil, of course. Teeth in the mouth look grotesque as usual for Shin Godzilla. It's an impressive figure here. I am for sure in saying that it is a very impressive xplus figure. They did a nice job with this guy, that is for sure. We'll try to get some comparisons in here, and let's do that now. All right, everybody, here's the 30 centimeter Sakai fourth form. Here is the, well, I call this a 30 centimeters. It's as big as one, the Godzilla Evolved Toho Monster Series, or whatever it's called. They change the name on every one of them, seems like. All right, I'll grab one more here, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so here's the -1, 30 centimeter. So I did all the most recent Godzillas to compare with this guy. The 23, the 24, and another Shin, the other Sakai Shin. All right, I'll move on to some final thoughts here. Let's do that now. All right, everyone. xplus favorite Sculptors line, 30 centimeter Shin Godzilla fourth form, based off a kit by Mr. Kobo-san, I guess you would say. Like I said, I do have the box. I'll take a picture of it. It's really tall and big, so I'll take a picture of it and post in the video. Glad I grabbed this. It was not cheap though. Oh my god. I feel like they overcharged me, but I just trying to get it shipped because they said EMS was suspended, but then after I paid for everything, then it got unsuspended and it would have been way cheaper. But I'll say one thing, DHL was so fast. I got it in one day with DHL. I will say that. All right, everyone, I'll close out this video. I want to thank everyone who tunes in. This is Phil the Kaiju King. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.